guys, I'm back with Aaron's Urban Exploring. We're on our trail to the top canals. The next part of History Tours Part 2. As you can see, an old pathway. And just getting to the point now. I'll show you some old parts of the canal which have been standing here for over 200 years. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Show love to the page Aaron's Urban Exploring and on YouTube.
So pulling back, keep shoulders back, make sure you're directing left, so try and go the other way. Come on Freya, you can get on him at the red flag.
Yeah, there's a few horses walking past. That's how what would have been up and down probably these areas over 200 years ago, as we make up to the horse bridge, which one over the years more or less rotted to bits really, and had to be rebuilt, and we'll show you that when I get closer. Yeah, I'll see you as we get closer to the locks. Little squirrel finding its food, and he's gone. Get a better view here, guys. Got further up. There's the rocks. Unforgotten. Attempt to climb up. You can see it at the top. Hey guys. Hope you're enjoying this one so far. We've currently made it to the top of Red Rocks. Years, as you can imagine, 200 odd years. It would have been hard maintaining it, but as you can see, all the names that have been carved over the years. Mine's probably on here somewhere. There's names everywhere carved. As that might be mine. Let's have a closer look. Wait. Nah. Oh, let me get back down there a sec. Show you guys. The old church where Thomas Bonzo Crompton was laid to rest. He owned half of the mills around Bolton and Farnworth. Let's get a close look at that. Right on top. But yeah. But yeah, that's where he was laid to rest. Right. This shouldn't be done with a camera in your hand, to be honest. But let's go for it. And I'm up. Oh. There's the red rocks going down. This is like some, what I could imagine is overflow. I would imagine from the canals. Let's take you on the journey. Oh, that's slippery. Don't want to be falling down there wet through. electrical engineering. Took a shortcut, guys. Took a shortcut. Yeah, we're to the top canal now, guys. Getting caught by brambles and everything. Oh, it's like an old walk. Never come across that before, yeah? Nice. Do we have here? More rocks. Look at that view, guys. Pretty high up here now. And that is the view. Awesome. What a view. Let's get up here to the canal. Yeah, this canal started in Oldfield Road in Salford, the original start of the canal from the river. Well, check, here we are, guys. The 200-year canal. (1797) it got started and was completed in 1808. Used to conduct coal up and down in small narrow barges, taking it to and from old collieries which were nearby, especially the one on the Clifton Marina video, which is on my old account on YouTube, if you check that one out, guys. And that was a branch off this main canal, which is called the Fletcher's Canal, and he was the guy who built half of the collieries and mills and stuff involving Clifton Marina and them collieries there. And that's the only branch off this canal, which is from the end of here, which is a little lever, Bolton, comes all the way through to Ratcliffe and Tilbury, and then obviously Manchester. And there was plans to build it to Liverpool as well. They didn't get far with them plans. They built railways, tracks instead. The people who bought the land, and that water's crystal clear. Let's get to the locks and the old horse bridge. Yeah, just imagine people coming up and down here every day, taking coal to and from different places, and I also know they did have passengers which hopped on at certain points to and from Manchester and Bury. And I read that over 60,000 people a year travelled on these canals up and down to and from Manchester, which, if you think, imagine these were still used today, you might solve a bit of the problems of congestion and traffic and what have you. It's just a thought of what could have been, but I guess they didn't have the vision back then. they had enough vision to build this beautiful landscape though. Just getting up to the old workshops and cottages what used to be on the edge of the canal. I think were more workshops than anything else. We'll just come up to them for you guys. And we'll show you the locks. I've just been doing a lot of work here. Whoever owns it. Yeah, here's the old workshops. Oh, and there's the things where they used to put the barges with tie rope on, keep them steady. Probably a very long time ago. Yeah, here's the old workshops. And the old window frames. And this is the end of this canal. As I will get to a little further on. There's the old horse bridge from back in the days. That one's still standing, and that one unfortunately had to get rebuilt, but I'll give you a closer look at that in a minute. Give you a nice dynamic view of these cottages. There they would have once stood. And unfortunately it stops there and it's all been filled in, so it can't go anywhere. The canal would have carried on going into a tight, narrow corner into the double-sized for the bigger gauges. There's a bit of history on the place. Press the wee locks. And this is where we're stood at the minute, behind me. And that's the old steam crane, which is collect coal, load and unstore coal from the barges, which we'll go and show you. There you go, 1791. Engineer Matthew Fletcher. Connected to the river railway, 15 miles long, had 17 locks. Yeah, there it is. Wide enduring construction in order to able link with Leeds and Liverpool Canal at Red Moss extensions to Red Moss. Proposed but not built. So they wanted to extend but probably didn't get the authorisation for that. Yeah. Sections became disused from 1924, breach at Prestoley in 1936, and this is just at the down this path to my right, and I'll go and show you that in a sec. And there is quite a few aqueducts, a few have been demolished, but there is a few still standing. You might have actually seen Clifton Aqueduct on the Urban Collectives video of Clifton. There's an old office next to the canal, the old workshops, and that's what it would have looked like as we just walked past, and that's inside the workshops. But yeah, some old history. There's an old pic of the cottages that we just walked past back in the day. Obviously the ones at the end is what got knocked down. And we'll get a closer view of these. The old Prestoley locks. One of 17 locks upon the whole stretch of the canal. Just take a look at that, guys. Would have travelled from Bury up that way, up towards Bury, and this one would have connected going up towards Manchester that way. And as you can see, it's only been filled in out of view since it all went to crumbled away from the earth, basically. The breach in the canal in 1936, which I will show you after we finish the locks. Just check the work on this. Obviously would have had doors, gates here, but it's grooved out and has them arms here. And obviously it'd let water flow in and take the barges down or even up. It would just filled with water, and then you move on to the next one, it pushes up, door shuts behind it so water can't leak. And that's how they would have done it. Beautiful history. Obviously, big dish there. I don't know why it opens up, maybe for traffic, I don't know. I'm not really sure. If anyone knows about that, guys, leave in the comments. That is the locks, guys. So guys, that's the locks done. We'll just be on to the next part of the video, which is the breach, which was 6th of July 1936. And although a lot of the canal was still used from Lady Shore all the way to Bury, it eventually got shut, all of it, in 1961, and obviously there's nothing else being used anymore on these canals. In the 1987, we know that people restored the canals from Oldfield Road onwards, so they can use it for leisure boats, barges. You might have seen it walking past in Manchester area, and you would have seen these canal boats, but other than that there's nothing else coming this far back onto the canals. As you can see behind me is the trail, and yeah, we'll get onto this next one and I'll show you the next bit. Peace, guys. Right guys, we're just coming up to the breach now, and I'll get you on the camera footage and get you a closer look. A lot of wildlife in the areas behind. Looking birds tweeting away. Peaceful, calm area. And take you on this journey. We'll just get you a closer look of the breach. Man, it's a pretty big one. Big chunk out of the earth. And the destruction it caused for locals as all the water flooded into the local river and ended up flooding locals. It was a pretty bad disaster. As you can see, all the way down there is empty. You know, all the points. But this is where the breach actually is, guys. And obviously the country park have made another path leading out of the disaster zone. But as you can see, guys, here's the bricks for the canal, and it goes all the way down. The 1936 disaster of Bolton and Bury Canal. Maybe we can get a closer look for you guys. As you can see, I'm going lower down into the canal here. Basically stood inside it. But if you can see down there, guys, that is the breach. It goes all the way down into the river. There you go, guys. That is one big breach into a canal. Just check the size of that. I'm more or less level with them hills. It goes all the way down to the bottom. And that would have been one big disaster and a lot of water. Hello. Yeah, right. Let's go to the steam crane and get more of that fire. Hopefully I can get to the bottom and show you a bit more. But as you can see up there, that is where the top of the canal is. And this is how far it was breached. As long as this path. We just come back up onto a safe platform. You can just imagine how far the breach is. Which would have carried on from here, and that's the left side of the canal. And we're back on open road. This is where the canal carries on, and it does open up again, which is quite a little distance further down. Yeah, I might have a quick walk round past the paper mills from the last video, History Tours Part 1, and just see if we can get a better view of the breach from the bottom. And I'll see you there, guys. What's good, guys? We've actually found the bottom of the breach, and that big hole, what you can see, would have been filled at one point. The gate, what I walked past all the way at the top there, is the top of the canal, and this is the breach in 1936 which never got repaired. And as you can see in front of me, this old, must have been brick walls or stuff what used to try and support, because there was a few breaches over the years which did get repaired, but I wonder if they tried and tried and it totally failed. As you can see, they just, it was like a tidal waves took loads of stuff out with it, big chunks of brick all in one, so you can imagine how much water and force everything got dragged down with it. There's even a street light there, don't know where that's got there. It's probably from when that got demolished. So that's how I come from the breach. Oh, it's come from the old paper mills which got knocked down. It just looks like a big ditch from where all the water's just ripped land from when it did breach. But yeah, it's getting a bit dark now, so we'll try and make it to the crane before we do get totally pitch darkness. But yeah, I'll see you at the crane, guys. We've got an old sign here, probably from 60s or 70s when this place got demolished. And as you can see, someone's been on with a rifle with pellets. If anyone remembers this from the History Tours Part 1, the Crompton family, the paper mills, this is the location. And we'll just make it to the steam crane now, guys. Finish the video off. A little last bit of history for you. And I'll see you there. Right, guys. This is where it's capped off and where it starts again, the canal going into Bury, and this part of the canal was still used until the 60s. Yeah, and that's when it got closed down and never used again until the 60s. But we're just on our way to get the last bit of our video, guys, and just bear with me, and we'll be there at the Mount Zion's crane, and we'll be there in just a short while. And just get you the last views of the canal until we get there. Yeah, this is the Bolton Bury Manchester Canal that we have come along today, and I have shown you. And as you can tell, it's just getting to dusk, coming to about 7:30. We're running out of light. But we should have enough light to show you the crane. And we'll be there in just a sec. Guys, last bit of the explore today. It's getting darker by the minute, and we've just got to our last destination, and that is the old Mount Zion steam crane. And would you check out that, guys? Would you check out that, of what you can see anyway? Look at what is before me. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to place this here. Let the camera roll. Might get a few shots. In fact, we'll have a walk around first with the camera. Check that, guys. Let's check that out, guys. Can imagine back in the glass over that bit, steam being pumped to work this crane, which would have most probably took coal from the barges and supplied all the works which is behind all the old mills and all the companies. Yeah, so that's that explored, guys. The last of the video is the steam crane, and I hope you enjoy the history. Over 200 years of history, and we will leave you with this gem. Peace out, guys.